Hi, my name is Erica, and I'm from California.
My name's Kim Keith. I am a school library media specialist of a K-3 school in West Yarmouth at the Dennis Yarmouth Public School, and we are at the Summer Institute in Digital Literacy for 2014 at the Providence campus of URI.
We have been working on a project together this week, and the project is focusing on second graders, and it's a unit in world folklore. And it asks the question, how do folktales differ and how are they similar across the world?
Erica has worked on the project with her students before, and I never had, so when we brainstormed ideas, we had kind of zeroed in on the mock Caldecott, but we thought that would be too hard of a project to do, so we decided on the folktales from around the world. And one of our main aims is to introduce the kids to the folktales, but also to find out where they are in the world, where the folktales are coming from, and also what is the moral of the story. In doing the project, Erica and I have worked really good together. We're on the same page with all the things that we wanted to cover for our kids. Like I said, it was invaluable to have her as a resource because she had already done the project before. The final products that we figured out we were going to do is I worked on a Pinterest page with folklores from around the world, and then Erica can talk about what she did.
And then I decided to take a bit of a different twist on the folklore unit this time, integrating some new digital literacy tools. And so we're going to have a Prezi, and in that Prezi it's going to zoom into a specific country and have the folktale that we're reading, an introductory video that shows what life is like in the modern days in that country, and that will also be where we post any wonder questions that the students have and the answers that we find together to the wonder questions, as well as the morals that the students come up for the folktales.
One thing I was concerned about is Erica seems to spread her folktales over the whole school year, basically. She interdispersed them. I like to do like a 3-week unit. So one thing I was concerned about is, would my students remember from week to week what the folktale was, what the moral was, and kind of how to get all our learning synthesized. So one thing we decided to do was make a passport. And Erica has mad technology skills, so she went on to a Word doc and made a template for a passport, so to speak, that my kids, and hers if they'd like, could record what folktale we've read, what country it's from, and what the moral is. As far as what I learned about myself from the week, not just my project with Erica, but one of the big draws for this conference for me was be able to meet and work with Joyce Valenza. If you are a school librarian, she is basically the go-to. Yeah, amazing. Amazing is a great word. She's the go-to person, and I had never met her before or worked with her before. She was the first person I met coming in the door of the campus. I felt like I've known her for years. She reminds me very much of Shannon Miller, and they're best friends, that when you meet them, they're so kind and forthcoming with their knowledge that you've known them. So that definitely has been a highlight of my week, was to work and learn from Joyce. The other things I did that was a highlight of my week was it's the first time I've ever presented. So when I decided to come to the conference, I submitted a session of cool tools for Skype in the classroom because I've become pretty passionate about that. So that was one of my definitely highlights of my week. I jumped off the cliff. I presented for the first time. And just to finish up on how we implement this project, I think we talked a lot about that, but I think it's going to be very helpful for my students who to explore folktales from around the world.
And in addition to showing them folktales, we're also going to invite them to pick a folktale of their own and take it home, read it with their parents, and discuss with their parents what they think the moral of the folktale is, and then come back into the library, and we're going to film little brief videos of them talking about the folktale that they chose to read and what they thought the moral is for that particular folktale.
One other thing I just wanted to end with was I feel like I found a friend for life in Erica. We're really on the same page with what we do with our kids, and it's been an amazing week.
And I was just so relieved because I was really nervous coming all the way to the East Coast for the first time in my life, all by myself. I was I couldn't sleep the few nights before I came here. I was a nervous wreck, so I was so relieved to find you, and you've been so friendly, and you've made the conference so much better for me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.